So today I'm here with Charlotte Ham, one of my coaches and members of staff. How are you, Charlotte?
I'm very good, thank you.
Cool. Right, so this is part 2 of our podcast. Number 1's quite heavy, quite intense. So we've done part 1, which is, if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to it because it's quite an interesting listen, I think. So part 2 is going to be a bit more light-hearted, a bit more fun, probably a few less tears. But hopefully anyway. So let's get straight into it. So growing up, obviously we've talked about all your issues previously.
Yeah.
Let's talk about kind of getting a little bit older. So you've left school.
Yeah.
Did you go to college?
No, I went straight into work after school as a care assistant. Stayed in that for a couple of years.
Who's you caring for?
Elderly people, actually. Elderly women, actually. There used to be a... They were nuns, actually, retired nuns, and we took care of them. So I done that for 2.5 years. Loved it. It was a good experience. I like helping people anyway, so that come quite natural to me.
So I have to ask. So retired nuns, are they exactly how I would picture them to be?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, they pretty much are. They were very sweet, but yeah, exactly
old
how
school?
you imagine. Yeah, very old school. Church mass twice a day. We used to take them in. The church was actually attached to the residential home, so we used to take them in the morning for mass and then in the afternoon for mass. So it was they were Catholics as well, so it's really strict Catholic. Yeah,
and
they were lovely.
Still practice that.
They still, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that convent's gone now. I don't know where they moved the nuns to, but the building's gone now. But yeah, they were still practicing then. And even our manager, she was a practicing nun.
Really?
I mean, she wasn't like them. She didn't wear the habit in that, but she was still practicing nun.
The habit is that
you know,
yeah.
Oh
dear. Might not know that is, so.
Yeah. So that was the start. Yeah, and then I moved on to working with dogs.
Okay.
So a big switch from humans to animals.
Yeah.
I also love animals as well. So I done my MVQ in animal care while I was there.
Okay.
Worked up to supervisor, and I lived on site at the kennels. So when my bosses were away, I'd look after the kennels and take the phones. You know, so I'd have a phone connected to my little bungalow, so I could take calls and take care of the kennels. So that was a cool job, really cool job.
How many dogs were there?
We held up to 100 dogs. So yeah, it was
Wow.
big kennels, really big kennels.
Yeah,
that was a cool job. I love that. Yeah.
So I didn't even know that about you.
Yeah,
We've talked about this for years. I didn't even know that.
Oh dear.
And was you training at all at that point?
As in fitness wise.
Any kind of training.
That's actually when I was there was when I started running, because I was a good runner at school. I mean, I could have gone further with that, and I didn't take it up again until I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
And that's when I sort of started the running up again, and sort of for about 10 years I was a real keen runner.
Yeah.
Endurance and distance running.
Okay, so long stuff rather than short stuff.
Yeah.
Ever compete?
No, I didn't. I looked at athletics clubs, but I just didn't have that kind of drive. I entered a lot of races. I'd done half marathons and marathons. Yeah. Done a crazy run for charity. That was the end of my running career, actually, doing that. So, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then from the dogs?
From the dogs, I think I went into... That's when I started going into more self-employed work, and I went into housekeeping.
Yeah.
And working privately in different homes around Kent. So I had some quite high-profile clients I worked for, so some really big houses. And I sort of started off cleaning. And then a bit like here, really, I gradually took on more and more for them, and I could do more and more. And then I was sort of running the homes for sort of professional women, taking over the family role so they could work, basically. So I'd run their home, and and I'd done that for quite a few years until I had Lloyd, really, till I had my little boy.
Okay, so you was cleaning up until you become a mum.
Yeah.
So you was with John?
Yes. So yeah.
Okay. How long was you with John for?
4 years. Married for 4 years.
He obviously supported you while he was doing the business and cleaning and bits.
Yeah.
And John Ham, obviously you've still got the name Ham. So he owns
Ham's Travel.
Ham's Travel, so it's a big commercial coaching thing.
Yeah.
Good plug for you there, John, by the way.
Yeah.
And so you had Lloyd.
Yes.
So how old is Lloyd?
Lloyd is now 5.
Oh wow! Obviously I know Lloyd anyway.
Yeah.
A lovely kid.
Yes,
But
he
lovely.
is. Yeah, he's a wild one.
He is. But I've seen a change in him.
Yeah.
Since he's been here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know, I'll put my hand up. I've told him off.
Yeah.
Quite a few times.
Well, I've kind of got to that point now where I let you step in with him, whereas before I'd jump on him straight away. I've kind of let you and Sade, I let you guys sort of deal with him now, and he responds better to you than he would for me anyway, so I just sort of back off. Then it's almost like having a massive family here. We're all sort of bringing him up together in a way. We all have a little bit of input. And you can see it in him, you know, you see it, you know, in his character now, which is lovely.
Well, he comes in and he high fives or fist bumps like Jake and Leighton, and like, you know, if he's naughty, like I know that he'll kind of shy from me, or if he wants something, I know that he'll have to come and ask me. Which is really cool. And that's nice because, you know, we've got that leverage. I know that sounds really nasty, but we've got leverage over a 5-year-old, so you can say, well, I'll go into a Carl or Jenny, and he will respond to that. And as we know, teaching in schools, it's the leverage that's lost. It's that the boundaries and respect now that's gone. And that's the thing with him. It's not because he's scared of you or anything. It's because he respects you and he doesn't want you to think he's a bad boy. So he wants to... Let's say scared, like, I don't beat him.
No, never. He's just, you know, he respects you. He's known you for quite a while now, so you're an important part of his life as well, so...
I mean, to be honest, about 3 years ago, we really started getting parents here say, can you discipline my child? And if I'm really honest, when people first started saying, oh, can you have a word with Johnny or Lloyd? In my head, I'd be like, sort of mate yourself, they're your kids. I obviously never said that, but in my head I'm going, why are you asking? I'm just their kickboxing coach. Why are you asking me to discipline your child? And then kind of over like 6 months, it got bigger and bigger and more and more and more. And I actually realised that it's because the children looked up to us. For whatever reason, they looked up to us. So parents would say, well, if you do that, we'd tell Jenny and Carl, or you know, whoever is coaching them at the time. And I actually started to learn that that's a really, really nice thing, because it's not they fear us, they respect us. And therefore they don't want to be told they're naughty or they're bad or get taken away. So we actually do it every day. So we will actually, we're in the office now, we'll bring people into the office and sit them down and say, like, why are you being a naughty kid at school? Why did you get detention? Why are you mouthing off to mum? And I mean, I won't say who, but I had a 14-year-old boy in the other day. I didn't even raise my voice. I just looked at him and said, why are you being a dickhead? And he was pretty much in tears. 14-year-old teenage boy. It was hard. And pretty much reduced him to tears. I'm not his dad.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
It is weird.
It's a scary thing. And it's not that they're fearful. It is just that they respect it.
And even for me, I'm the same. I'd never want to let you down. You know,
well, actually,
and that's not...
Now you said it.
Yeah, what? That would be, you know, that's... I don't know what that is. It's weird. It's respect, I guess.
I don't know either. So, some of the boys have just turned up from one of the academies that we teach. If I'm honest, they're normally bonkers. Just knocked on the windows. Let's see if they can be quiet, because normally they can't be quiet for 2 minutes. And we're standing halfway through this. Let's see if they can be quiet and respectful, shall we? So you become a mum, had Lloyd, and then you joined us, is that?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I separated from John 2.5 years ago and moved back down to this area. And one of the first things I thought, I want to go back to kickboxing, because I tried it years ago and never really got properly into it.
Did you?
No, it wasn't with you. It was a different club in Tedston, not like this though. They didn't have their own gym. It was in a hall kind of thing. But I stayed with them probably for a year, and sort of I knew I loved the kickboxing. But then I put it to bed for quite a while. Then when I moved down here, I had that independence back, and I thought, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I found you guys. You know, I just literally searched you up.
Of course, you didn't know me, did you?
No, never, no.
You hadn't had a referral, so to speak. You just had a quick Google.
Yeah, and found HKA, rang you guys up, and you were so friendly on the phone. And booked my trial. So
friendly on the phone, I was running up down the gym going, can't talk.
No, you was friendly on the phone. I remember talking to you. Oh dear, yeah, and that was that really.
Nice. And that's been what,
over 2.5 years now, I think. Yeah.
You survived.
Thank you.
So, kind of moving on to the gym. Obviously, Charlotte come to us again. She rang me up. You know, I want to start kickboxing. She come along, started being a beginner, And then she just become helpful in the gym. It's probably the best way of putting it. You know, do you want me to tidy up? And again, we have 300 members, we have 30 classes, and so on and so on. So I was like, well, yeah, if you want to run a Hoover around, feel free.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't want a job. She didn't ask for a job. I didn't give her a job. She just started doing a little bit of cleaning and just become a bit helpful around the gym, really. And I say to my teenagers, or even the cadets, I say to all my members, if you want to do something, you have to put yourself out there. You know, like here, I haven't I spoke about this in one of my other podcasts. You know, I didn't take a wage for years. You know, because I wanted it to grow, I wanted it to build.
Yeah.
So you have to put yourself out.
Yeah.
So I guess if that was you just being helpful, you know, I don't know what the right word is.
No, I know what you mean. You're like, I knew. I think, like, I suppose for about a year now, I knew this is where I wanted to be and I wanted to work because I'd started being here more and more. I loved the team. I just loved what you were doing, and I was seeing results in kids and adults and myself. Like, you know, and it really had such an impact on my life. And I thought, wow, whatever he's doing is something special, and I want a bit of this, you know. Yeah. And the more I got to know you, the more I realised that all your intentions were good, and you weren't in it for the money or for personal gain. You just kept giving and giving, and I was like, this guy is pretty cool. You know, I want to be on board with this. And I set that in my sight, and I thought, you know, I wasn't going to come and give you a load of bullshit and say, I can do this and I've done this and I've got that experience. I thought, I'm just going to show you and do what I do and see what you think. If you liked it, you'd keep bringing me in. Yeah. And I'm quite varied in my skills as well. So I'm happy to one day be cleaning the toilet or teaching a class. You know, I don't care what I do. You know, I'm not here for the glory. I love what I'm doing, and I want to help people, and that's it really. And
it is the things like that. Like people don't understand. Like you said, cleaning the toilet, hoovering the gym, tidying up the smelly gloves. Not that I've never asked you once to do that, by the way. Have I?
No, never ever. No.
Like, you know, you do it off your own back.
Yeah.
But when you have a business, like the amount of toenails that we end up at the end of the night, someone has to clean it.
Yeah.
I will clean it. But if I finish the class and talk to a parent and Charlotte starts to clean, then saves me doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you're not a cleaner, are you?
No.
I mean, your job role is actually assistant coach.
Yeah.
And phone. I don't want to say phone sales. It's not phone sales.
No.
But so Charlotte basically rings all of our customers weekly and monthly just to catch up. How you finding it? How was your first lesson? You've been here a month. Is there anything we can help you with? So I basically pay her to do that once a week and then once a month. Basically, just to try and improve the business.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, well, is it not a waste of time, but should we be doing it? But we've been doing it, 4 months?
Yeah.
Maybe now? And for me, the feedback is getting better.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And obviously you see that on the
phone anyway. Yeah.
But that's not where it started at all.
No.
Obviously you help coach, you now do PTs.
Yeah.
And again, if Charlotte was no good, she would do a PT and then the customer, the member, the child would be like, I didn't really enjoy that, I don't want another one. But what they do is they have a PT and then they say, oh, can I book in next week? It's nothing to do with me, that's you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so if she was no good at a PT or no good with people, they wouldn't book back in. Yeah. Which I think is fair.
Yeah, definitely.
So you've become a coach.
Yeah.
You're just going through your level 3 PT stuff.
Yeah.
I also know you're at university doing
psychology with counselling. Yeah.
So that's pretty big, pretty intense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, that's probably a whole nother podcast on top.
Yeah.
But so how long have you been doing that for?
My psychology, I'm in my second year now, so yeah.
Okay, wicked. How you finding it?
Okay, it's just stepped up a level, so it's more time management. The work, I mean, I get it. It's just managing my time. Like this month I got a bad assignment back. I passed it, but barely, and it really knocked the crap out of me.
Yeah, well, you only literally yesterday, I think.
I was like, yeah, so please make me feel better. But you did, so it was good. And I thought this morning about it, and I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to prove her wrong next time and do it, and just smash it. Yeah,
well, it's quite no different to a grading, really, as you said that. Like, a pass is a pass. Yeah. But that's already given you the energy to go, I'm gonna fucking
smash it next time. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what we do as fighters or as coaches, or when we grade. Yeah. You know, if I got a C grade in the grading, I'd be not devastated, but I'd be like, right, next time, what? No, I've got an A in punching, I've got an A in defence, but I've got a C in kicking. Yeah. So the next time I grade, I'm going to spend 6 months on my kicks. Yeah. Because I want to get an A in my kicks. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know? And let's be honest, you know, I graded last year, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
because, well, actually I've got B in my legs, but, you know,
Yeah.
my legs are my let down, you know, because they're about 3 inches long, like a hamster. Have you ever watched a hamster try kickboxing? That's it, don't mind, that's it. So obviously you've become a coach and you're really happy with that.
Yep. I love it.
You know, you're working for HKA. What's the future plan? So obviously I've got a plan, but you know, have you got a plan?
Well,
don't open up another gym.
No, absolutely not. No, I'm sticking with this guy. I'm running with you. I think we had this conversation a while ago, and you said, look, I'm just running, and whoever's running with me, run with me. And I'm like, well, I'm running with you. That's it. I don't care how exhausted it is. Sometimes, I mean, it is exhausting sometimes, isn't it? We're all completely drained, but I still love it. Yeah. You know, even when I'm exhausted. Yeah, exhausted.
And I feel like it's 9 o'clock now.
And I want to stay here. I want to carry on with my psychology degree, because I'm hoping I can bring that to HK as well.
Yeah.
The more we're working with schools like we are at the moment, I'd like to sort of bring in the mental health side with the sports and combine it all.
Yeah.
And sort of hopefully offer some sort of therapy with that here as well as the kickboxing. So I just want to grow with you guys, really, and stay. I'm happy, I'm safe here. I trust you guys, and I think I'm going to do all right here. So yeah, I think I'm pretty set.
You're doing all right so far.
Thank you.
So I want to answer it how you want. And she doesn't know I'm going to ask this.
Okay.
One thing people might ask, like, how do you cope? So you're a mum.
Yeah.
We haven't even touched on your divorce. You're just going through a divorce. Obviously, we've talked about your sisters earlier. I don't want to go back into that.
Yeah.
But you've had to deal with your younger sister and now your other sister.
Yeah.
Your stepdad's issues.
Yeah.
Your divorce.
Yeah.
Possibly moving house.
Yeah.
That's all. That's not only this year. That's in the last 4 months.
Yeah.
5 months.
Yeah.
Like, and people will go like, how the fuck do you cope with all of that and working and maintaining the house and keeping your fitness?
Yeah.
And trying like.
Because I don't know. I suppose I know with going back to my sister, I already know I've been through the worst possible things I could probably experience in my life, and I've got through it. So I know whatever comes, I'm gonna get through it. You know, it's not easy though. Sometimes, some days, I literally do not want to get out of the house. I want to hide, but I can't. This is one reason why I'm so glad I've got this place, because I've got to be here. You know, I can't let you guys down. I won't let you down. So for me, that's enough. And then if I have, like yesterday, I was in a bit of a low mood until I come here and I can walk through the door. And sometimes I do have to fake it, which people might not agree with, but for me it works. And then by the end of last night, I'd had the most amazing evening. I'd laughed so much and I felt amazing. And all the crap that was in my head was gone. So you just have to fight it. You know, it's still there. I struggle. I do struggle. It's still there. But I've got sort of coping strategies that I could use. And
So again, I think a lot of people will wonder or ask or even kind of connect with this a little bit. A lot of people go, oh, just don't worry about it. But it's always going to be there. You know, your sister is, you know, that issue is always going to be there. In whatever form, it's going to be there. Same as anything else in the past, it's still going to be there. And a lot of people say, well, how does it work? Like, you walk through the door. You walk through the door and something changes. I mean, this is my house. This is my sanctuary. I can't even explain it.
It's like a switch.
But something happens when you walk through the door. I mean, I do know that when you train, if you train properly, then you forget about your issues, whether it be for 10 minutes, an hour. I mean, we were coaching for a few hours, then we had advanced kickboxing last night. And like I say, and then you go home, it's almost like you've been revitalised, like refreshed.
Absolutely.
And I can't explain it. I've been doing it 30 years and I still can't explain it. So if anyone's watching this that can actually put a bit of science, like real science behind it, I'd be interested to hear. I know we release endorphins. I know when you're training you forget about your worries. I know that it makes you feel better. I know you release anger when you hit bags. I know when you're engaging with other like-minded people, it works. I do get all that.
There's something more though, isn't there?
But there's something more hidden.
Do you
know what I mean? A bit like the Bermuda Triangle, maybe. You can't explain it, but it is there. Like Santa Claus.
And it isn't and I don't think that isn't something you get everywhere though.
No.
It's something about this place.
I've
it's
been
really weird.
Hundreds of gyms. Hundreds of gyms. And like I say, people say to me, like, you know, can you explain why people love it or rattle on about it so much? No, I can't. I turn up, I do my job, which I love, and I go home. Do you know what I mean? And then continue working at home. But for whatever reason, there's something there. I don't know what it is. Whether it be me, whether it be the team, whether
it's about the love.
It's about the love. You don't sound like hippies. No offence, hippies. Cool. Right. Any questions for me?
I did have one at the beginning, and now it's
I've forgotten about it.
yeah. How do you feel like? How does it feel for you seeing your coaches grow like they have done over the last 6 months? Because you've obviously watched us, all of us, from the sort of beginning. Because we all kind of really come to you almost at the same time. We're sort of a little bit staggered, but
within the
you've seen us all really grow.
Scary.
So yeah,
scary. Honest, scared. Again, as most people know, if this goes around the planet, then most people don't know. You know, I entrusted in someone years ago, and it bit me on the arse. So I kind of really closed up, put a load of walls up, and I wouldn't even let anyone go and buy drinks for me, because I was like, oh, they're going to steal my business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to go to Booker's and fill the fridge up? No, I'll do it. No, I'll do it. Do you want me to clean? No, I'll do it. Because the next day, you're going to try and open your own gym up.
Yeah.
But that was my own insecurities. And then a few years later, again, I let someone come in, do a bit of work for me. And then I started hearing they go around town going, oh, you know, without me, Cole wouldn't have a business. And it's like, well, no, like you offer, and Cole gets me to do this and do that. No, you offer to do it.
Yeah.
And I say, please don't do it. And then I say, please let me pay you. And they're like, no, I don't want any money for it. And then they're going, oh, he never pays me. I let someone else in, and they said, you know, I don't pay him, I don't pay them. So again, you know, eventually they went, and then we moved on again. And then for years, I didn't let anyone in. I didn't let anyone in again. And then people started to ask to be let in. And I didn't want to. Because I was scared of it happening again and again. I was really hurt. So this year I've been around a few courses, Expert Empires, Nick James, Gordon Bircham. I know you went around Expert Empires.
And you went to see Paul Pinnock?
Ryan Pinnock.
Ryan Pinnock, sorry.
Yeah. And all these guys, all these mentors, all these super geniuses, whatever you want to call them, have basically allowed me to unlock my brain and to trust. So this year I've begun to trust. You know, I've let you come on board. Ellis, she's my first apprentice. I've let a PA come on board. I want to get a VA this year, so that'll probably happen next month, it will happen in January, whatever happens. We've started podcasting, the YouTube channel's growing. So this year I've started to let go, and I've watched you guys blossom, and again, people are saying, everyone wants PT with me all the time, and there's only so many hours in the day that I can do. So I've had to go, well, Charlotte's available, Ellis is available, Jenny's available, or whoever. And, you know, doing that to start with, I was like, oh my God, you know, what if they have a PT with Charlotte and never come back? I've lost them. Oh my God. So they've been through coaching courses. I spend a lot of time, like if they're sitting around at the gym and I'm doing a PT, I'll get them to watch me PT. I'll get them to PT. I question them while they're PTing to try and improve their skills. And that really has worked. And, you know, Charlotte does like 5-6 PTs a week. She works however many hours a week now, same as the others. So we are growing. And there is, I'm going to be honest, there is that still little bit in the back of here somewhere going, but if they get really good, they'll leave and they'll open their own gym up, and then they realise it ain't fucking as what you think. And I'm never going to get rid of that. But this year, I've allowed it to grow. I've been a little bit stricter. I've been a bit more sensible. And I honestly think, hopefully, it's paying off. Good question.
It's exciting.
Good question. So we've done some pads earlier. You'll get to see that in a bit on the video, obviously, because on the audio you won't be able to see anything. So if you're listening, click the link. If I've worked out how to do that, click the link and it'll bring you over to Charlotte doing some pads. Right, quick fire questions. Okay. What is your strangest eating habit?
Oh, probably my Sunday night binges.
Sunday night binges.
Yeah, and that's just a huge amount of food. And then I feel guilty about it all Monday, but I do it every week anyway. So,
what's your best memory?
My best memory? Oh, I'm going to say joining here. I think. I think so. That was one of my coolest memories.
Fantastic. Bless you. In front of having a kid.
Oh shit! Yeah. Sorry, Lloyd.
Sorry, Lloyd. Yeah, but Lloyd, now you're here, so just make it laugh. If you was an animal, what would you be?
A wolf.
A wolf.
Yeah.
You should be a wolf.
Yeah.
What? Which sort of wolf? Like a big one? Like
a girl one.
A girl one.
Yeah. And a white one.
A girl white wolf.
Yeah.
So, like when I hear wolf, I either think scraggy little wolf that runs around with clothes, nicking out bins.
No, not that kind of wolf.
Or like
an alpha.
Yeah.
Female.
Like alpha dog,
a hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the films.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if I was a wolf, I'd be that one.
Yeah.
Favourite artist or song?
Chasing Status.
I was going to say, it's got to be Chasing Status, surely. Every morning I come in, she's chasing status.
All of their tracks.
All of them. So, chasing status, if you want to come on this, feel free. I'll happily interview you. Most embarrassing moment?
Oh my gosh. I have so many. I do though, I do have a lot of these.
Just pick one.
I'm going to pick one from the gym. I remember getting a medicine ball, thinking it's okay. It's one of those medicine balls that slams and sticks to the ground. So I banged it straight down on the ground, bounced straight up, nearly knocked me out. That's probably the hardest I've ever been hit, actually, with a flipping medicine ball in the chin. Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
So if you can take balls to chin.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Well, this one was a lot more chilled out and lighter than our first one, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being a coach. Thank you for being part of the team. Thank you for everything you do at HKA. And we better go and teach these kids.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Nice. Right. Remember, guys, it's not just a sport, it's why I like.